I may say that mine and Sin's experience is quite different to the ones you've heard so far. We met each other last March through the Cyprus Friendship Program, which you've heard about before. And immediately, right when we talked, it all clicked. You know, I walked out of the meeting, let's say the Cyprus Friendship Program meeting, and I went home and I really wanted to have this girl to be my friend. And I can't really, at that moment, I couldn't actually, it was a Saturday and I knew Monday was coming up and I had school. I wasn't sure if it was okay for me to go to school and say that I really want this girl to be my friend. And what was your side of the experience?
Yeah, when we met with Eleni, it was a pairing meeting. And the pairing meeting was a meeting that we made between Turkish Cypriots and Greek Cypriot teenagers. And we had to find a pair to match with us and go to United States for a month. And
the idea was that we would go to the United States for a month, and we did manage to go there. We went to New Hampshire, it was beautiful. We managed to share a room, we shared the exact same bed, we told each other stories, we have our own inside jokes, and it's completely normal in our heads, while I don't think that in the previous stories it would have been that possible. For example, we hiked mountains together, and I would slip and she would laugh, and she would slip and I would laugh, and there was this whole bond that I don't think could have been possible if it happened a few years back. It would have probably been broken.
So yeah, we are the lucky ones, actually the luckiest ones of all. And yeah, just like my friend Eleni said, we hiked mountains together, we laughed, we cried sometimes when we had difficulties. But the thing is that it wasn't about where we went and what we have done, but it was about appreciating the minutes we spent together and acknowledging our differences and finding a common ground with her.
It was a lot easier for us to communicate when we were in the US because I didn't have to cross a border. I just had to kick her leg while I was in bed because she was right next to me. Now we're back in Cyprus. I have to cross a border to see her. She has to cross a border to see me. And as if it's not bad enough that we have all this schoolwork, the border is there. It would usually take me 15-20 minutes to get to her house, but it takes me a solid hour to see her, and it is tough, because, for example, I want to see my sister daily. For the people that had their siblings in other countries for some time, in the beginning it's difficult. It's hard to have your sibling, which I consider a sin, to be far away from you, although you're on the same island, which is ridiculous. When I was younger, I would only have borders with my sister if we were fighting over a toy, and it's ridiculous. That's why I consider the borders ridiculous. Why can't I see my friend? Why can't I see the girl that has the same nationality I do? Why can't we both live together on the same island? It's ridiculous, and we were lucky, and we were really happy that we were given this opportunity to meet each other at this part of history and
spend the beautiful 1 month together.
And we're still spending time together, and we're both enrolling into more organizations. We're trying to promote peace as much as we can, and we're trying to do our best because we know that right this moment, I think that peace does depend on the youth and what the youth has to say. And we just hope that in the future we do not have to cross any borders to see each other. Thank you. I would like to ask you to follow us out so we can have a short ceremony.